Alright guys, good evening and welcome on with JKeSports Tier 2 for the Australian Grand Prix, and this is of course round 4 of the current championship that they have running here for season 4, I think it is, and we're getting on the way with our short qualifying session here already. Got about 15 drivers in the session for this one, not overly a full grid, but still should be quite an interesting race. Not one of my favorite tracks, but let's see how it goes for the drivers in this case here. We're gonna have a look and see what they're up to at the moment, getting out on out laps. So just a few drivers currently out, so we'll see what the lap times are going to look like here for the qualifying session, and how well they're actually going to get started on this race here. Looks like everyone is currently selecting to go out on the soft tires. Looks like a few drivers might want to try it on the mediums before attempting a lap on the softs itself. We got Monkey Mafia and Nitwit selecting mediums so far. Got highways on the mediums now as well. We'll see how well that's going to go for them as they get out on track pretty soon, and possibly get some laps in that we hopefully won't have invalidated as well. So let's see how well this is actually going to go for these guys, who hopefully we can just go through the standings a bit later on in the session, maybe by the end of the qualifying session. In the meanwhile, we're waiting for them to load everything up on the track for the formation lap, but in the meanwhile, we're going to keep an eye here on with Cross J here at the moment. Let's see in Aston Martin what the lap time will look like when he does get started on this. Might be one of the Forest drivers to get started on lap here. I think Scatster there is just in front of him. So let's just switch on that just a bit here and have a look right now to the McLaren driver here, getting going on his current qualifying lap. Not sure if he's having any problems here. Let's get on board for a second, just have a look at this. As I said, not one of my favorite tracks here. Never really had much luck on Australia, but let's see if these drivers are going to have that sort of luck that we're hoping for, to have an exciting race as well, to have a look at from our view here. And so far so good on the lap. Hasn't seemed to be in any validated lap at the moment. So I think he's getting on pretty well with it, all the way into Sector 2 already. Should be getting into Sector 3 pretty soon, and hopefully gets a pretty good lap time, and that's possibly going to stay in. And let's see where he does end up by the end of the qualifying session. Got a bit of a glitchy side of things going on right about now. Have been happening for quite a few different races. Guess we're probably going to have to just deal with that as it is at the moment here. Of course, Cats are here on the soft side of tires, so let's see what his lap time is going to look like compared to some of these guys who might be trying to run on the medium. Looks like CMDR is already out of the session. Goes a bit wide on that final turn and causes him the lap there, and that would have been a 122.2. Not sure where that would stack up with the rest of the grid, but let's go on with Leclerc here right now, getting through. Where is he getting through at the moment? He's not even getting through anywhere. He spun around, and we're gonna have to get back going with that there, unfortunately. I'm gonna go back out front. Where is Nitwit on track here? He's getting to Sector 1 right now, I think. Where is Chris? Invalidated his current lap there, so we might be seeing a few of that happen as we get through this qualifying session. Let's get back on the overhead cam. I'll keep an eye and see where these guys land by the end of this, so it will be just a bit of time. 122 would have been for Scatster there, but unfortunately didn't get a lap in, invalidated on the final turn. Cross goes 121.8, and that's on the soft. So far we're on with Nitwit at the moment, getting through Sector 2 here. See where this lap takes him at the end of this. I think I'm going to keep on with him just for the moment at least and have a look. Oh, and that's not so good on his end there, losing the car. Doesn't the end of the session though, so still going to possibly get back into the pits here, and he's going to have to get that front ring repaired though before he does get back out here. Miller here on a lap. Oh no, he's invalidated that current lap there as well. Got a few drivers still in the pits here, waiting to see when they get out here what they're going to be doing on track. Where is Highways at the moment here? In the next AlphaTauri as he gets around and getting into Sector 3 here now. Let's see what his lap is going to look like. Looks like he will be able to possibly finish his lap. Got a few more drivers. Got Shelly the Turtle and Monkey Mafia coming out on track there. I'll switch on to those two in just a bit. Got a monkey and a turtle. I'm not sure which one is faster. We'll see what's going to happen during the end of the session. It's going to be quite interesting with the names that we have going on here. Highways goes 124.6, just about 3 seconds off the time or Cross did. So at the moment, not looking too good in terms of close gaps, which you're kind of looking for here. Let's go on to someone else. Where is Crust here on this card lap? Invalidated, unfortunately. A few more drivers still on laps there and getting through. Looks like Shelly the Turtle back into the pits. Didn't possibly work out on that current lap there. There is Leclerc. I think he's possibly trying to get back into the pits or possibly trying another lap here. Where is he on track? Right into sector 2, getting around right now. We already lost 2 drivers from this qualifying session. Looks like Leclerc with a purple sector 2 time. So far so good on that current lap. Let's see where he does finish off with sector 3 and possibly where he's going to put this car on the grid there. Only 3 lap times in so far. We got Smith fastest lap, 121.7. I think the 121s are where it's going to be at. We got Krause with a 121.8 down in second. Highways 124.6. And still, he's on the board with that time still. We'll see where the rest of the grid goes and when they possibly get a time in. We're down to just under 11 minutes left here in qualifying. We got Leclerc going up to third fastest now, 122.3, just behind his teammate there. Let's see who else currently is running a lap here. Got a few drivers on out laps here right now. Looks like Spaceman in the Williams getting around there in sector 2 at the moment. Looks like Monkey Mafia might have started a lap here. Let's have a look, see in the Alpine what his current lap time is going to look like. Didn't have him racing last week. So lost some potential points there from missing that race. I think that was China last week we did. I do so many different races for a week. I can't remember which race was which league, honestly. Alright, well, we got a purple sector 1 for Monkey Mafia so far. Alpine driver looking pretty good at possibly getting somewhere in the top 2. We only got 4 times in so far, but still he might end up in the 121s, maybe a 122. Let's see how this is going for sector 2 though. I want to see if he gets a purple sector 2 here or not. Kind of is going to give us a bit of an indication of where he possibly is going to put this car at the end of this. Gets around that turn pretty well. It used to be a bit of a troubling spot back in F1 2020. Even F1 2021, get a lot of drivers tend to spin off on that section of the track. Haven't done too many Australian Grand Prix since we got this game up. I think I did 1 or maybe 2, I'm not sure in terms of commentary, but let's see how he finishes out. It was not a purple sector 2, by the way, at least I didn't see it was a purple sector 2. But let's see where he finishes off with sector 3. So it looks like he's pretty fast in sector 1. Sector 2 and 3 might be having some problems with that, but let's see where he goes. P4 at the moment, having some problems with sector 2 and 3. Monkey Mafia 124.0. He's going to hold that time out for now. Where is Shelly the Turtle? Supposed to be slow, but he's about to get started on a lap here. It looks like he will get started on this lap, and we're going to switch this on over to the overhead cam. Have a look on this current lap here with the Mercedes driver. See where he goes at the end of this. On the mediums here as well. Of course, Monkey Mafia did his lap on the mediums as well. Average gamer now goes up in the P5. Monkey is down to 6. We need some more strange names on the grid. We got the monkey, we got the turtle, got a spaceman. I don't know what we're gonna get next. Alright, so purple sector 1 here for the Mercedes driver as well. I want to see if he does get a purple sector 2 or not. Or is this going to be possibly similar to what Monkey Mafia did on his lap. Had a great sector 1, horrible sector 2 and 3. Ended up with a 124. I was starting to get some 123s on the grid there now as well. So almost thought he was going to lose the car there for a second. Getting through into sector 3 here right now. So not a purple sector 2 so far either. Looking quite similar to what the Alpine driver did. Got Scatster and Krustier on out laps back again. 2 drivers still out of the session. We still got the next 13 to get some lap times in before the session is over. Just under 8 minutes remaining for qualifying. And Shelly the Turtle goes up into P6, 123.6. About 4/10 faster than what Monkey Mafia did, so not too far off from his time. They're kind of close off to each other, but the Turtle is faster than the Monkey for the time being at least. Let's go down to Spaceman here. Where is he on track? In the Williams. Right, so he's getting through sector 3 right now. I want to see what this lap is going to look like, because this is going to be on a soft set of tires. He goes off track, goes too wide, and kind of loses a lot of time on that lap. There might be like a 126 or 127 here. Actually, I don't think even going to that point. A 125, a 125.3, not that horrible of a lap. So he's down to the 10th with that, of course. So as we have it here, let's switch on to someone else. Where's Nitwit? Getting through sector 2, is it? Yep, he is. Alright, in the meanwhile, let's get through the grid that we have. We got 6 minutes 40 somebody seconds left here in qualifying. We got Smith there, currently fastest. That's professional pool for him, a 121.7, not too bad. Kranz there, second fastest, 121.8. Just about a tenth off, so not too bad. Leclerc down to third, 122.3, not too far from his teammate. Chris there in 14 and McLaren 122.9. We're looking good so far. Esso there goes down to the 123 now in fifth, 123.0. We got Average Gamer in sixth at 123.1. Then Shelly the Turtle goes down to 8 now, since someone just went in the middle of everything. I think that was Scats there. He went up to P4, just ahead of his teammate at 122.3, 6 tenths faster than his teammate there in the McLaren, so not looking too bad. We got both Aston Martins in second and third currently side by side with each other. We got the McLarens fourth and fifth on the grid. Really not looking too bad for them. And looks like currently we have both AlphaTauris 10th and 11th. Nitwit and Highway is down there, because Nitwit is on a 124.6 cross tier there. Only driver without a lap time. Spaceman made a 125.3, but he is out of the session. So I don't think that's even going to hold up too well for him. Of course, speaking of the start of the race, which we didn't talk too much about really here, it's going to be a bit of a sharp run getting along into turn 1, so anything could happen. Potentially a safety car or a VST. Kind of a bit of a trigger here at Australia, Albert Park Circuit. So going to be a bit interesting on that race start when we do get around to it. That's the invalidity lap there for Krusty. You're going to have to try it again and hopefully get a better lap in. So Smith still fastest, Leclerc now second fastest. Got Kranz now down into third, Scatster fourth, Chris in fifth. Got Esso in sixth, Average Gamer 7, Shelly the Turtle in 8th. Got Monkey Mafia in 9th, Nitwit in 10th, Highways 11th, Spaceman currently 12th. Dylan down to 13 without a lap time though. He's DNF on the session. We're still waiting for us to see if he's going to get a time in. He's back into the pits. See who's currently running on track at the moment here. Got the Mercedes of Shelly the Turtle. Let's see what on earth they're doing on track at the moment. But so far not looking too bad in the qualifying session. We're ranging from a 121 to a 124. Let's call it at that because Spaceman's time is actually out there. The only 125 we currently have in this session, but still not too bad there. Shelly Turtle there did that lap on the mediums. Let's have a look on fastest now. So best what they did. Looks like the Turtle and the Monkey are on the mediums. Everyone else are on the softs, except for Highways as well. He's on the mediums as well with this for qualifying, but of course not in the top 10 for this. So going to be a bit interesting on the start to see how this works on out here. Two more drivers currently an outlap. What are they up to? Let's have a look at Esso here, and looks like an invalidated lap. Cross, very easy invalidated lap. As I said, we'll see a lot of that in this session here as we get on through with this. So waiting to see, we got just under, let's average this about 3 minutes 45 seconds now remaining here for the qualifying session here with JKeSports Tier 2. They're going to have their Tier 1 race begin just after the Tier 2 here is over. Different comps for that one though, of course, guys. So still do check it out, see what's going to happen on that race session. Compare them to tiers a bit. But we're getting working with Tier 2 here right about now. Let's see what's going to be the case for them in terms of starting grid. We'll probably bring up the... I've only set up to actually bring up the constructor standings. I think it actually, no, I haven't actually checked if it was updated after the last race, but I did just grab it from the Discord and I put it onto the stream. It's going to come up. I'll bring it up at the end of qualifying here once we get the results in, and we're waiting for the next portion of the lobby to load, and we'll have a quick look at that. I'll have to have the guys get something sorted in terms of driver's time so we can have something a bit more, I'm looking forward and I can't find it, maybe a bit more simple for you guys to just have a look at and just on stream itself. So we'll have to work something out to that for next week, but for the moment I think we'll be able to bring at least the constructor standings up so you guys can have a look at that, see where the teams are at the moment in terms of fighting for points going down to the end of the season. And speaking of going down to the end, we're down to the end of the qualifying session here, just about over 2 minutes left now, and really not a lot of time. We do have a few drivers who are getting out currently on laps here. We're going to go with Scatster here in the McLaren. Actually, let's switch it on over to Highways on the back. Where is he up to? Oh, we got Krusty on another lap there as well. I'm just switching all around here, see what's going on track. So Kraz there still in second, possibly still trying to get a better lap in before this session comes off to a close. We got a yellow flag situation here in sector 1. Someone slowed down just a bit too much on track. Got Monkey Mafia back out on a pit on a out lap here as well. Where is he on track? Getting to sector 1 right now. So we're going to switch on to someone who just got started with a lap here. Back onto the AlphaTauri of Highways at the moment as he gets through this lap here. And I think we're going to stay on board a bit with him. Or actually, let's just stay above. I'm waiting for someone else to get started. We got the Turtle and the Monkey once again, both on out laps. Let's see who's going to be first to get started on a hot lap and why are they stuck to the side of the track. I think they're just giving room to the other drivers getting around here. Where is Shelly the Turtle right now? Getting around on the track, and let's have a look at that as he gets around. That's the Alpine of Monkey Mafia behind. Pretty fast Turtle though. And why would you put a Turtle to drive a Mercedes? Would be my question here. Right, is it? No, it's not the only Mercedes. Cross tier is the next Mercedes driver there. Unfortunately, not having luck setting a lap time though. Hopefully, he gets to set one before the end of the session. Out in front, we can see Smith there, so 121.705. A clear second, 121.773. And now that changes up a bit with Cross now taking away provision at pole. He goes about 121.3. Fastest lap in the session, but still, speaking about Smith and Leclerc, they're separated by just around 7/200 of a second. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if I got it right, but the 7/200 of a second is what they're currently separated by. So quite interesting of a separation that they currently have. On the Shelly the Turtle on board with the Mercedes getting around on this current and possibly final lap here. Where is Monkey Mafia? He's going to be getting around down in the back here. He gets around the final turn. 7 seconds to get across the line before he does lose out on getting started with this lap, and looks like he does make it across. So let's stay on board a bit with the Alpine as he gets around into turn 1, turn 2, getting around here, looking pretty good so far. And that's what our opening lap is going to look like getting through that portion of the track. Going to be a bit interesting as well to see if they're able to hold up in terms of avoiding contact with each other and possibly avoiding a safety car or two in this session. We'll see how well that's going to work. Staying on board with the Alpine just a little bit here as he gets through sector 1. We're going to switch this back over to the overhead cam as he finishes off this lap here. I don't think it was a purple sector 1. Really wasn't paying attention to that. They're just having a look at the lines that you guys are taking around the track. I think our leaderboard has changed up just a little bit. Leclerc now fastest in the session. Cross down to second. Smith down to third. Average gamer down to fourth. We got Highways up into fifth. Scatso down to sixth. Esso in seventh. Chris down to eighth. Shelly the Turtle down to ninth. Monkey Mafia currently down to 10th. On another lap here on the set of softs though. Getting through. Nitwit down to 11. The rest of the drivers currently out of the session. Cross steering 12. Spaceman 13. Miller and CMDR at the end of the session did not get to make a lap time in. Getting back on board with the Alpine of Monkey Mafia. Easy. Going to be finishing this current lap. We're not sure if we mess this up at any point because we're having a look at the leaderboard as we finishing off the final few minutes here. And looks like he's going to get into the pits. Now going to finish that current lap. That's going to be it for him there. And Shelly the Turtle here. Looks like not going to be finishing that lap either, whereas Highways on track as he gets around. So I think that's going to be it there for qualifying, guys. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more change-ups in terms of the grid order as it is. We'll still have a full look at that during the formation lap before we do get started with the race session there. I think we're just waiting for Shelly the Turtle to get into the pit. And there we go. So getting into his garage, and then we should be able to move over into the next portion of the session. That should be the formation lap, then the race session. So really not too long more to get around to that there. Okay, so there we have it. So JKeSports Tier 2 qualifying here for the Australian Grand Prix. And we got the clear starting on pole on this one. Smith currently qualified for second. Cross in third. We got Average Gamer in fourth. We got Highways there in fifth. We got Scatster 6th. Esso starts 7th. Chris will start 8th. Shelly Turtle in 9th. Monkey Mafia 10. Nitwit 11. Cross Tier 12. Spaceman 13. Miller 14. And CMDR in 15th. So I think that's going to be it for the starting grid at least. But we'll have back a look at it as we get through the formation lap. In the meanwhile, as they are loading up that screen and getting over to the next session, let's have a quick look if we can here now for the constructor standings as it is. Looks like we do have Alpine currently leading the championship. But that 77 points is where they're at in P1 with it. Ferrari, they're second on that list at the moment, 73 points, only 4 points behind. So let's see what's going to happen. We get an Aston Martin starting P1, Ferrari starting second. And Alpine starting just a bit way down from that. So we do have Aston Martin currently third here for the constructor standings, though Alfa Romeo currently in fourth, 59 points, 10 points below Aston Martin and 1. McLaren currently fifth, 51 points, not too far off. Mercedes in sixth, 46 points. We got Red Bull with 40 points in seven. Williams 37 points in eight, ties off with Haas there though for ninth, and AlphaTauri down in 10th on the order for its only 7 points. They have a lot of catching up to do in terms of the constructor standings if they do want to finish somewhere, at least just a bit higher up in terms of that. But let's see if it's going to work out. So 4 point difference between Alpine and Ferrari here, and I want to see if that difference is going to change as we get through this race session here around. So hopefully they do get an edge, or maybe Alpine will extend the lead. We'll see what the case is going to be, as we're just waiting for everyone to get sorted on the grid to get started with the formation lap at this point here. Okay, so on with the formation lap here. Looks like it's going to be a 29 lap race around the Albert Park circuit for the Australian Grand Prix round 4 here at JK Esports. We got 15 drivers on the grid that just went through qualifying for this. We're going to get a few stats up on screen. Let's have a look at the times which these guys did qualify on here to start off this raceway. So it looks like we do have Leclerc starting P1 on the grid. We got Smith is going to start on that front row alongside him in second. Cross starting third. We got Average Gamer who will start fourth. Got Highways starting in P5. We got Scatster in 6th. Esther starting 7th. We got Chris there in the next mechanic who will start in 8th. So a bit interesting with that. And that's top 8 currently starting on the softs. Then we got Shelly the third in 9th starting on the mediums, along with Monkey Mafia just behind in 10th on the mediums as well. Nitwit in 11th. Crustier in 12th. Spaceman in 13th. All on the mediums so far. We got Niller here starting 14th on the softs, and a bit of a change up. CMDR down at 15th at the back of the grid will be starting on the hard. So let's see if that is going to give him any sort of advantage or disadvantage at the start of this race. This depends on how everything goes. Remember, he is going to be at the back of the grid trying to get on through all the guys down in the midfield, getting a bit bunched up, possibly causing maybe a VSC or safety car. We'll see what the case is going to be with that. Okay, so I think we can have, there we go, so the final Red Bull into his slot there. I think we're about ready to go. We're going to keep on board just in front here between Leclerc and Smith. Let's see who gets a better start off the line. Just waiting for those lights to start to go. No, why the cars are bouncing around a bit right about now. As you can see, not a very long run down to turn 1. This is going to get a bit interesting with the Ferrari on the inside and the Aston Martin on the outside there with Leclerc. Are we having a glitch? Please don't tell me we're having a glitch. I'm just switching this all around. we might be possibly having a glitch. I'm just gonna keep it there for a second. Let's have a look in Discord, see what's going on. Okay, so stay put for a second. We might be having a bit of a glitch. Hopefully we can get this sorted in the next minute and a half to 2 minutes and get this race on the way. Let's see what's going on here.